Nice day today. I'll give you a little pan around to the lake and the mountains. Pretty quiet today. It was about minus 18 when I left. And not a lot of people out and about between the snow and the cold. Well, here we are, guys, on the Mary Schäffer Loop up at Maligne Lake. Sunday off, enjoying the day. It's good times. A bit of snow here. It's hard going, but it's good times just the same. So I had grand intentions of going up to the Maligne Lake viewpoint. But as soon as I got walking in the deep snow, that changed in a hurry. So by the time I got to the Mary Schäffer Loop, I was sold. And it's just right. It's fairly gray when I left Edson. I had about a couple centimeters of snow there. And pretty much disappeared. It's all brown by the time I was getting to the park gates. And as soon as I got over towards the turnoff to the Maligne Lake Road, right back in the snow. So it's nice to see. It'd be nice to get to Marmot Basin. And maybe that's something else I should do, is bring my snowboard when I come back and try and hit the slopes. It should be awesome. Making my way back to the parking lot. Made it. It's actually just a nice hike for getting back in shape a little bit. Hiking in the mountains in the snow. Haven't done any of that yet this season, so it's a good deal. A few vehicles here now, a few people. Met 3 couples in the last part of the loop going from the viewpoint back to the parking lot. Not bad for a super popular place like this. Forgot another thing as I was hiking along, so quiet and still. There's just some thunderous avalanches from time to time, which is pretty awesome to hear. Don't want to be anywhere near them though. Maybe watch from a distance would be alright. There's definitely a few spots along the road in here that have the signs not to stop in case there's an avalanche. And of course it never seems like much until something comes roaring down the hill at you, but so far so good. No issues like that, thankfully. Once you're in the trees, the snow is less for the most part. Unfortunately, some other people have come and gone. This is the trail out to the viewpoint, which is also part of the Mary Schäffer Loop. But once you're out on the far end of the loop, a little less traveled. There's only maybe a couple sets of tracks, so breaking trail a lot more, sucking wind, and no snowshoes. Just some boots and my micro spikes. Which is working all right. I wouldn't want a bunch more snow though. I think when I go home at Christmas, see my family, have a break, I'll grab my snowshoes and maybe a set of trekking poles just to make life a little easier if I get out and about much more, which I'm definitely hoping to. Winter in the mountains, hard to beat. Enjoy. So we're slowly nearing the day use and boat tour part of Maligne Lake. It's lovely. It's actually much better in winter when it's not inundated with people, but hey, can't blame them. Who wouldn't want to come here and see this? Just nice to have a place to yourself, that's all I can say. Might be able to see a bit of the stuff across the lake. Pretty tough to tell. Bit of snow. Definitely could have used my snowshoes. This part of the trail to the Mary Schäffer Lookout, it's not so bad, it's fairly well traveled. Whereas the back part of the loop, not so much. But still doable. Old fat guy like me needs the exercise anyway. Be a nice place for a picnic even now. Just gotta dust off the picnic table. A few people out and about. Just ran across a couple on the trail. I came out a little bit earlier in the day. Got going about 11:15, and what time is it now here? 12:15 almost. Just making my way back, almost to the parking lot. I have a bit of kit with me. It's the usual basics when we go for a hike. My backpack, some extra clothes, a few snacks. Bring the spot. Alright, here we are. Back at the parking lot. A few vehicles, a few people, nothing serious. Not like how it can be during the summer season. The drive out here was absolutely stellar. Roads plowed nicely. Not much traffic. All good things. That's my truck over there. Nice day. Calm too. Well, that's it. That's all for the hike part. I'll try and get some video on the way out of the road in, which was just a beautiful drive. Shout out to Winter Tires. Awesome for getting you around. I've had good luck with these so far. I took a chance and got some cheaper tires just because my general grabber ATXs are pretty worn, but I've got probably about 70,000 kilometers on those, and they're too hard for winter now. So for about half the price of those, got a set of these Haida ice tires. I believe they're manufactured in China. So far, no flats, not a ton of tread, but as long as you're not too daring in the deeper snow, it's worked for me, and they've been pretty fair on the ice. I wouldn't rate them higher than studded Nokians, which I've ran as well. I found those to be top notch. But at the time, and for what I needed, good deal. Alright, made it. So what do we got going here? Well, I've got my Cabela's backpack, which was gifted by my father. Thanks, Dad. My water bottle, set of Watson work gloves. These have been alright considering they're fairly economical. Got those at the safety store in Rocky Mountain House. I got my monitor calibrated and my fire extinguisher annual inspection done, so that was awesome. And before I left, I just left a note. In the worst case scenario, if you'd like to be found when you go missing, maybe leave a note, kind of say where you're going, which I didn't go there. That was the objective, but sadly that wasn't in the cards. So the Mary Schäffer Loop takes off from the same trail that the Maligne Lake viewpoint does, so it's all good. And also, one thing I forgot to mention is I did have my spot going, and I just did another check-in because there is no phone service here. So hopefully that's gone through. Yeah, it kind of looks like it has, so awesome. For those that might be worried about you. So I run a set of soft shell pants, and I really like these. These are made by Sitka. I've had them a long time, and I've padded knees. I wish the butt would be padded. It's just got the same fabric but no padding, because when you're sitting in the cold, it'd be nice to have some extra insulation. Took some stills with my Lumix, which I don't use much, but I gotta start using it more. I'm gonna like it for what it is. It's got a good zoom, 30 times optical. So that's been good, and I just wore my work boots, some Hellies with some Bama socks. And I got them a little big because they're not very well insulated. But with some thicker socks or some of those, they're not half bad. I find them kind of clammy though, day in, day out. So throw them in the boot dryer every night when I get back from work. Alright, so how did we do? Well, 4 kilometers, 360 calories. The old heart rate gets up there, that's for sure. Always does for me anyway. And what? 68 meters elevation gain. Let's make a mile, get some chow. It's looking good. Like I say, beautiful drive. Road's good. Can't beat the scenery. You actually pass by Medicine Lake as well on the way into Maligne Lake, which is also scenic. And the road is kind of carved out of the side of the mountain along the lake there too, which is also pretty nice. Beauty. So Maligne Lake, it's located in scenic Jasper, Alberta, Canada. World renowned. Lucky to have this little jewel close to where I'm working at. Now is the prime time to be coming out here, as far as avoiding the masses. I know I'm part of the masses just the same, but you can have the place more to yourself As far as that goes, that's the way I'd like to have it.